Hey traders, this is Jeff from ZenTrader.ca with a market update. Here's the NASDAQ, and you can see on the 60-minute view we have broken down from this trend line. Last time we did that was in July. We bounced back immediately. An update on my timing signal, it's still long term, is still positive. I still view this pullback as a buying opportunity, and I'm not being stubborn here. And let me show you why. Look at the S&P. You can see here the volumes on lower volumes pull back. The 50-day moving average, we're still well above that. For all the negativity that we've seen and the selling that we've seen over these past couple days, here's the Dow. This is a 60-minute, I'm sorry, this is a 2-hour chart, 120-minute. This is not bearish at all. I don't know. I would be very careful getting aggressive on the short side, especially on the heels of today. We haven't even broken down below this low, and any way you look at this, this is a bullish large cup with handle pattern on the Dow. Let's see here. What other charts do I have here? Let's go back to, no, sorry. Well, really I just wanted to illustrate how the S&P and the Dow are still in long-term uptrends. About the only major concern I would say right here would be this being a potential double top. But when you look at the volume, rising volume on the move up. Aside from this day, I would say declining volume. I can't really view that as rising volume, but it's not below average like it is these 3 days. These are below average days. Just in general, I view this as a normal pullback. The VIX was up. There was, I would say, a good amount of fear today when the market sold off in the morning, attempted to rebound, and then basically just sold off the rest of the day. I kind of had a hunch that was going to happen. One index that I really think is strong is the TSX. Obviously, with commodities doing well, I think we could see a little bit more selling. Kind of like how the NASDAQ is broken down from this trend line. I think it kind of has to break it to kind of get the bears all excited and some of the longs to capitulate. It seems like, you know, some trends that are so obvious these days, you can almost expect them to just be broken just because technical analysis is so widely followed. But the 3-line break is still up on the TSX. This is pretty bullish, the fact that this is up within this pullback. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, I think, according to another chart that I don't have here, I think 3057, right now we're at 3065, I think 3057, if I had to give potential target, I think that's going to be the low. Typically in the past we've bounced. There's another chart that I don't have up here, but that's an area that I'm watching for maybe a morning gap down tomorrow. And then the other last chart I wanted to show you was the NASDAQ High-Low Index. This is still pretty bullish. It's still in this momentum phase between 80 and 90. The 68 moving average is pointing up, and it's above it. There's really nothing about this chart that to me even screams that a top is in. So just to recap, I think we've seen some selling that is trying to scare people out of their current positions, and of course right on the eve, Alcoa reported earnings, and it didn't really seem like it did a whole lot after hours. I think it was slightly down, but that's not the stock that it once was. But with all these slew of earnings reports about to come out, I think that's going to basically be the catalyst for either a rebound or further sell-off. So yes, we are in a tricky area, and I would just watch, and as the favorable reports that come in, focus on those stocks and use this as an opportunity to trim some losers in your portfolio and position yourself in some new winners.